Hey guys, this is vlog number 1 for Silly Linguistics official channel. We're going to talk today about, briefly, because I am currently on my lunch break, we're going to talk today about the book Color Out of Space by H.P. Lovecraft. I just read. I think it's a brilliant little novella. I'm going to give a brief review. I'm going to give a brief synopsis and then give a review of the book. Basically, this guy comes in, he's an engineer for this reservoir. Maybe he's a journalist or something. The beginning is a little murky. It states it out clearly, but I can't remember. Basically, he comes in and he's interviewing these people because the reservoir is about to open up and they're going to fill this valley full of water. They got to move these people out and whatnot. And what basically happens is this old man tells him a story about something that happened long ago. There was a meteor that had struck the valley, or they had found a meteor somewhere in the valley on this farm. This other old man did, the one that he was friends with. And basically, scientists can't figure out what to do with it. A lot of weird things happen whenever you struck it, whenever you tried to boil it, whenever you tried to chip away at it. And eventually it kind of just disappeared, and they left a remnant of it out on the farmer's yard. And it got struck by lightning 6 times. And then it was gone. It was completely gone. And all these weird things start happening. The water around the meteor, got soaked by whatever the meteor had in it. All these weird things that were in the meteor soaked into the water, and it basically killed off all the animals and the people. Spoiler alert. And it's just a really weird tale. I really enjoyed it, however, because of the weirdness. It's this creeping sensation that a monster could easily get you, and you have no idea where this monster or creature comes from, but it doesn't have to it doesn't have to be seen tangibly for this creeping sensation to come onto you and freak you out. The majority of the novella is spent simply the guy telling the story, and he's describing what is happening to the family. He doesn't visit very often, so he only sees the remnants of what's happening, and why everybody's dying is not explained until closer to the end of the novella. These family members, they are slowly going insane. It's very typical of an H.P. Lovecraft story. Sorry, messing with the lights. Cool. Sorry, first time vlog video on this on my phone. And anyway, it's very typical of an H.P. Lovecraft story. The creeping sensation and eventual reveal of the big bad monster. But for the people who are just there in the story, they don't have the same semblance of what's going on. If you've ever read an H.P. Lovecraft story, you understand that there's always a greater force behind everything. But for the denizens of the story itself, they have no idea. That's what makes it, that's what gives that bit of horror to it, that in that weird fiction, as H.P. Lovecraft calls it. That creeping sensation, that horror element, the people have no idea what's going on. And that's a good way to write your own horror story. If you're interested in doing that, reveal as little as possible to the audience as to what they're wanting, what everything is. Reveal as little as possible to the people. Build up the atmosphere. Build up the the fear factor. And that's how you draw in the reader and finally give them that weird sensation at the end whenever you reveal it all and you show a lot more to it. And of course, by reveal, I don't mean that the story necessarily reveals where the meteor came from. As is described in the story, it's like an otherworldly creature. The whatever is seen by the people, it kind of shows, but it doesn't really show. It's an otherworldly creature that simply has to go home. Anyway, I have to go from my lunch break. I hope that you enjoyed vlog number 1. Please like, subscribe, and share below. And for today's comment of the day, tell me about a horror story that you have read, simply because it is October, and there are plenty of horror stories to be read. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.